So, a lot of people always ask me about walking my dog off the leash, and yeah, it took a lot of training. It took like 3 years of training to get him actually traffic trained to where he doesn't, get in the way of cars when they're coming down the road. He'll actually get the hell out of the way. So I figured I would do a little live stream just to show him in action, I guess you could say, and see what the hell's really going on. Took a whole lot of work. Took a whole lot of work for a very long time. It started off by just going to my back field and just grabbing his attention and getting him to come to me, basically. Oh, look, here we go. It's a perfect example. Of course, he's going to get off of the road when he sees the car coming. It's not really a car. It's a motorcycle buggy thing or whatever. But, you could say that was just coincidence. Maybe, maybe not. But I do have him traffic trained. We'll see if a car comes by. I'll show you guys. But, yeah, it took a whole hell of a lot of work. Took a lot of work for a long time. Like I said, started out getting his attention in the yard, kind of working with that, getting him to come to me. And then as he would walk off, I would follow him and I would grab his attention as we were going, just to get him to stay close to me. After that progressed, after a little while, then we started going up and down the street, and sure enough, there was definitely some problems there. He would try to run off, and with the getting his attention training, of course, that helped a lot. He would start running off, and I have to yell at him, and he would stop and run back to me, and then he would try to run off again, and it's a whole process. It takes a good while, that's for sure, but it works. It definitely works. It definitely works. But yeah, just basically walking up and down the road, I would hear a car coming, and I would grab him, stop him, and pretty much force his head to look at a car and say, I would just say, car, 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 and we would get off the side of the road. And after a good long time of doing that, it actually worked. Now I can just say, got a car coming, and he'll jump off the side of the road and usually stop. Sometimes, and I'm still trying to figure this out, if he hears a car and sometimes he gets off the road, I'm still trying to figure out if that's just him doing that, what he just did, or if that's him hearing a car coming. Coincidentally, every time a car comes, he does that without me having to say anything, so I don't know if that is actually what it is or if that is just a coincidence, but I'll find out one day. Still trying to figure that part out. However, coincidentally, or on purpose, he does get out of the road whenever he sees a car coming. So, there's that. There's always that. But he does really well these days. Like I said, I'm about 3 years into it. And I've got him pretty much trained to where he'll get off the road for cars, and at this point, even if he sees other dogs, like he'll see the dog and then he'll look at me like asking permission to take off and go get that other dog, and I'll usually say no, because most people don't really care for having a little Yorkie run up to them and start rah, 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 and sniffing their other dog. Some people that we're more familiar with, sure, why the hell not? And I let him run off and do his thing. So he does pretty good, though. He does really good, as a matter of fact. Better than any other dog I think I've ever had. Much better than any other dog I've ever had. He's well trained. Like I said, we see other dogs. Of course, we're not going to see any freaking traffic to show you guys that he actually is traffic trained and will get the hell out of the way for cars. But that's just how it is. My luck, I get to live streaming and boom, I'll get it shown one day. We'll see. It takes a while. It takes a good long while. takes a lot of training, a lot of focus, a lot of work with the dog constantly. Every day we would go walking 3 or 4 or 5 times a day, just up and down the road and getting him trained. It's kind of a headache because he just wanted to run off. He's just a little dog. He just wanted to go play. Nighttime, I'll let him out the door and let him go do his thing. And he'll run off and go, a couple houses down, go do his thing, come back. Usually about 5-10 minutes, he's back. Comes right back up on in the house and chills. He's a feisty little sucker, I'll tell you that, though. He is a feisty little sucker. His name is Saint, in case anybody was wondering what his name is. He's actually got 3 names. It's Justice is his first name. Saint is his middle name, but we all call him Saint. And then he's got my last name, so, there's that. That's his name. He's definitely a character. Definitely a character. Oh, hey, birdie. There's a little birdie up there. Oh, good. We got some traffic. He just jumped over some poo or something. Watch out, buddy. We got a car coming, Saint. You're going to have to wait for a second, buddy. Wait for that car to pass by, and then we can take off, okay? Hang on. Saint. Good boy. There we go. And it works like that. You just say, hey, chill the fuck out. And he will. He'll chill the hell out. Does his little thing while I do my thing. Hang on, buddy. We got another car. Come here, Saint. Good boy. Good boy. There we go. Now we can go. Come on. I think we might have another car, but nope. Never mind. We don't have another car. Okay, good boy. Well, that's pretty much how it works. He doesn't run off. He doesn't try to kill anybody. He doesn't try to steal anything. He's just a happy-go-lucky little dog that likes to pee and poop everywhere. And, but that's just kind of how it is, I guess. Oh, look. Another dog. Ruff, ruff, ruff. Yeah, it's my best little friend. He's my best friend. I don't have any regular friends. Between work and making YouTube videos all day long. That's all I pretty much do is work, YouTube, and hang out with this little guy. So I figured I'd give him a little bit of spotlight too. Put him on the channel. I've introduced him on the channel before, but, I'm not all that popular on YouTube, so not a whole hell of a lot of people ever really watch my videos. Of course, that'll change one day. I will grow and get bigger and blah, 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 because I just started kind of, a few months ago. I'm still learning the ropes and still getting the hang of talking about freaking politics all day long, especially in the landscape that's going on right now with Donald Trump and Joe Biden or Kamala Harris. Oh, God. Well, we could talk about that crap all freaking day long. Kamala Harris. Like, how undemocratic is that to just have Joe Biden just go ahead and drop right on out and just install Kamala Harris without giving the voters any sort of say in the matter whatsoever. They just said, here's your candidate, this is who you're going to vote for, and that's it. That's all they did. And then people are actually excited about that. And this is coming from the party of democracy, y'all. The people that are constantly screaming, oh, Donald Trump is a threat to democracy. Right. And you're just going to put up your candidate and call that democracy? Come on. Give me a freaking break. Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here with that BS. Because I really don't want to hear it coming from these people. These insane people. Of course, if you follow my YouTube channel, you know Democrats are insane. Democrats are terribly insane with some of their policy. Now, I'm not talking about the voters, of course. Some of the voters, sure. Of course, you got insane people on both sides. You've got Republicans that are outright terrible. I will admit that. Republicans are just as bad as Democrats, especially the rhinos. The rhinos are even worse because that's the ones that are your friends. They're supposed to be your friends. They're supposed to be there for you, but they will stab you in the back. Stab you in the back, say, hey, we're here. We're representing you, good citizen. And then vote in the interest of the lobby. And just, it's like, come on, man, why would you vote to spend that much freaking money? And you're supposed to be a Republican? A conservative? Yeah, freaking right. Yeah, freaking right. But I mean, Donald Trump's got his problems too, you know. You got January 6th. You know, sure, he told them to be peaceful, and I get that. Be peaceful, patriotic, blah, blah, blah. And then they went ahead and started a freaking riot. It's like, well, you know, what can you do about it? Now they're blaming that on Trump. It's like, what? What is really going on with this? And they're still bringing that up till this day. It's like, well, what are we going to do with Democrats? And the corporate press. The corporate press is really bad, y'all. The corporate press, they just lie about Trump constantly. It's like they refuse to tell the truth about Donald Trump. That's all they can do is just lie about Donald Trump. Lie, 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 lie. Lying about Donald Trump is their thing, of course. If, you know, all your ratings depend on how many lies you can spew about one person, then, you know, I can kind of understand why you would constantly make up stuff about Donald Trump. However, you know, the constant lies, the constant just making stuff up, the hoaxes, all this other garbage is absolutely tearing the country apart. It's so divisive. And then they try to blame that on Donald Trump, like Donald Trump is the one who's divisive. No, Donald Trump, yeah, sure, he says some stuff that he probably shouldn't say, right? I mean, we can all agree on that. Even the most ardent Trump supporters can say, yeah, he probably shouldn't have said that. However, you know, the corporate press, you shouldn't say a lot of the things that the corporate press says. And anybody that ever watches my videos knows exactly what the corporate press says. They say a lot of crap. They lie constantly on a daily basis. As a matter of fact, hey, nobody's leaving anything in the chat. I guess nobody really wants to talk to me, I guess, because I'm just sitting here running my freaking mouth. Running my mouth. But we could talk about this all day long, I guess. But this was supposed to be a stream about how I traffic trained my dog. And I just spit on my phone. I can't believe I did that. Wow. I'm weird, I guess. But yeah, traffic trained this guy. It's my best friend, by the way. Take a pause for the calls right quick, you guys. Hey, what are you doing over there tooling around in somebody's yard? You need to get on out of there. But it's like this whole thing with Kamala Harris. It's like, what's really going on with this? They just install this person just out of nowhere, right? Like, and I think the argument is, well, she was the vice president. Well, that's not how a campaign is supposed to work. Am I right? You know, let me know down in the chat. That it shouldn't be how a campaign works, right? Like, if Donald Trump were to just one day say, I quit, I'm not running for president anymore, would anybody, let me know in the comments, would anybody expect J.D. Vance to just pick up the ball and keep going? Would anybody expect that? No, of course not. You would probably expect somebody like Nikki Haley or Ron DeSantis or Vivek Ramaswamy, who I wish would have never dropped out. I wish would have been the front runner. But, you know, you wish in one hand and you try to fill up the other one with basketballs, and you can see which one fills up quicker. It'll be the basketball hand. That's, of course, obvious. Obviously. But the whole Kamala Harris thing is just outright insane. Let me know right quick in the comments, has anybody noticed that Kamala Harris's speeches went from like third grade level speeches to now they're actually kind of normal presidential speeches, if you will. I mean, not top tier presidential level speeches, but presidential level speeches. So she went from talking to third graders to talking normal. So what is up with that? What was the reason for that? Does anybody know? And nobody is talking about this. Nobody at all. Nobody is ever talking about this whatsoever. And like I said, let me know down in the comment section. But have you noticed it? I'm just saying, have anybody noticed this whatsoever? Nobody seems to notice that, I guess, because nobody's talking about it. And we're not going to get any more traffic. Not going to get any good traffic, at least, to show you how traffic trained for cars this little guy is, and trained for other dogs this little guy is. While we're also talking about politics, because that's what I generally do. General description of my general whatever. Yes, I can't talk sometimes. I have problems talking, but, you know, that is what it is. But yeah, anyway, I mean, another thing right quick. How can dogs pee just a little bit in 1,000 freaking different places, right? That makes no sense to me. It never made any sense to me. How they can just pee a little bit here and pee a little bit there, and just seems like an infinite stream can come out, because they can, or at least he does. He is like that constantly. Just pees all over the damn place. And it doesn't make any sense to me how they can do that. Let me know down in the comment section. Where are you going, Saint? Get out of there. Come on. Get over here. There goes the owl. That big bastard. Anyway, so the hell? Are you hot yet, buddy? Yep, down here in southwest Louisiana, it is almost nighttime, as you can tell by the skyline. Almost freaking nighttime. And it still feels like it's the middle of the day. We're still hot as hell down here, and it still sucks. It's still muggy as AF. It never cools off. Even in the middle of the freaking night, it can still be 90-something degrees outside, and it's like, what the hell's really going on with the damn temperature? Somebody left the thermostat turned way up, and it's like, what? Why? I know, nobody, the government's in charge of the thermostats around here, and it's like, you can't get the government to cool the damn planet off at all. Climate change, you guys. Climate change is going to kill every freaking buddy. Except for him. Climate change won't kill him, I can promise you that, because he's only got about 10 years left. Poor thing. I feel bad for him. That's going to suck, by the way, when he dies. It's my best little friend right there. That's going to hurt. That's going to hurt real bad, because the last one hurt real bad. But what can you do, you know? Life and death is the cycles that we have to deal with. And when he goes, it's gonna suck. It's gonna suck bad, but you know, it is what it is. Hey, that little birdie that's up there on that line that looks like a little dot is still there. He was there earlier. Hey, little birdie. Oh, we got a car coming, but we have a sidewalk coming. So we stay on the sidewalk. He knows to stay on the sidewalk because I've trained him to do so. Good boy. That's a good little boy. You little bitty joker. He knows better. That is right. Now we're going to get all kinds of freaking traffic coming around the damn block. That's what the hell. I couldn't do it earlier when I was trying to prove to everybody, prove to the world that he's traffic trained. Damn it. Traffic trained like a mofo. But, you know, like I said, it is what it is. We'll catch it one day on one of these live streams, because I plan on keep doing these, walking around the block. Insane, because I'm sitting here running my mouth about politics to my phone. See, my neighbors over there walking around probably think I'm crazy or something, because I've got my phone in my hand and I am just randomly talking about stupid shit to actually nobody, because nobody is on the live stream right now, so I'm literally talking to myself. But, you know, maybe somebody will watch this and be impressed by my dog's training ability or whatever, you know. It's my house, by the way. In case anybody was wondering, that's my truck-ish, because it's a Honda, so, you know, it is what it is. And it is what it ain't. Come on, little buddy. That it is what it is, 'cause it is what it ain't. What's up, little pup? Little bitty pup, little bitty pup. You going into the house. Going into the house. Yeah, in case anybody out there wants to see the inside of my house. Well, you're about to see the inside of my house. This is the inside of my house, and it is dark. Very dark, because we keep the lights off, because Joe Biden's Bidenomics have forced us to do so. Have forced us to turn the lights off when we're not using them. That is correct. We can't use our lights even when we're at home. But for being so dark, I can actually see pretty good in here. That's my bathroom, in case you wanted to see. Spare bedroom, sunroom, bedroom. Say hi to YouTube. I'm live streaming. I am. Okay, well, that will wrap this one up. I'm gonna chill now. Later, y'all. And stay legitical. Peace.